Her brand new roommate is acting more like a mom than a roommate. Man, I feel like I can do an entire show on bad roommates.
Oh, easily.
Man, easily. Do you guys have a specific bad roommate that you remember?
Yeah, me.
You were the one, huh? Eating everybody's food. That you?
I mean, well, yeah. I did. I probably, I mean, I was a horrible roommate. And I probably had every infraction a roommate could have. So there was 5 girls living in a townhouse, and I was the one that left dishes in the sink to the point where one dish of broccoli rice casserole ended up growing mold. Hannah had to put a note on the fridge like, yo, girl, like, seriously, you've got to do better.
And the dishwasher was right there, or there was no dishwasher?
Oh, yeah, there was a dishwasher.
It was right there, a foot away.
It was soaking. It needed to soak.
Okay.
Before it got placed in the dishwasher. And then I will never forget, Brittany made these pinwheels once. And like there's these like little tortilla rolls that were so good. And she had like a pile of them in the refrigerator. And I would just like, I took one. And then I took another, and then I took another, and then before it, I was like, half of them were gone.
That's Dennis the Wind Waitley was the worst. We called him the Wind.
The Wind.
Yeah, because he was technically a roommate, but he'd like go out to get the mail, and we wouldn't see him for 4 weeks.
What? Just gone like the wind?
Just gone like the wind, right?
Yeah.
This is the same guy that I've told you about before that would shave his head and leave all the hair clippings in the sink. And also the guy that used to wipe his butt with a towel and then hang the towel back up, right?
Gross.
Somebody else's towel? This is our guy right here. Okay. Tommy, did you have your hand up?
Yes. So in college, I was a very poor college student. Like my college roommate would buy all the brand name snacks. And like I couldn't afford Ruffles. My bag of chips was a white bag that had in big black letters, wavy chips. I'm not making that up. So one time my roommate had these Little Debbie Swiss rolls, my favorite. He charged me like $2 for one package.
It's worth every penny, wasn't it?
Well, yeah. but I went back then, they were like the 99 cents for the whole box.
My first roommate, I'll never forget. He was a nightmare. He used to eat all my food. He never cleaned his side of the room. He would never like do the dishes. He never did anything. And the worst part about it, he used to sleepwalk. Like that was his thing. And for some reason, he would always get drunk and piss in the hallway.
Yeah.
He did it like 3 times. I don't know why.
Mike Sorensen, my roommate Mike Sorensen.
Why you have to use full names?
Also lived with the Wind. Used to do the exact same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
What is that? He used to do it all the time, man.
His door would be closed, but we would notice like fluid coming out from underneath the door, and then we would open it, and there he was, a D in hand.
Yeah, I would just hear it in the middle of the night. Sound like a waterfall in the hallway, just for no reason.
All right, well, in this case, the email reads that her new roommate is acting more like a mom than a roommate, and it's driving her crazy.
Dear Bert Show, I live in a campus apartment with 7 other girls. For the most part, everyone I live with is pretty cool, and we all get along except for one girl. She drives me crazy. Maybe I'm overreacting, but I feel like I can't bite my tongue any longer, and I know I'm going to explode if she keeps it up. It's like she's forgotten she's just a roommate and not our mom. It drives me nuts. She yells at us for the dumbest things, and she has such ridiculous expectations considering she agreed to live with a bunch of other college students.
Yeah, when you agree to live with 6 other people,
Yeah, that's a lot, man.
you gotta learn to compromise.
Yep.
I mean, she gets angry if the place is not completely silent at 11 p.m. She basically tried to insinuate rules where there can't be any noise after 10:30 p.m., and she gets angry if anyone has guests over after that time. While those types of things really annoyed the crap out of me, I tried to be respectful because she lives here too. However, lately, anytime I go anywhere, she asks me a million questions about where I had been, when I can come home.
Oh, come on, really?
If I say that I went downtown, she'll ask me specifically where I went and what I did. Last Saturday, I didn't end up coming home at all because I stayed at a friend's place after being out drinking. She texts me at 1 a.m. asking me where I was. If I go to the grocery store, she questions the things I buy or the amount of money I spent on grocery items. This is weird, right? I mean, we are the same age. My actual mother is less frustrating than she is. I've tried to hint at the fact that she's being crazy, but she just doesn't seem to get it. How do I make this stop before I lose my mind?
You can't change her at this point. No way. I mean, you're just going to have to leave. Or you ever have a roommate intervention? where everybody
Yeah.
sits down and goes, "You're driving us crazy." And
know.
want to let you know that if this doesn't straighten out, you're going to be the one gone.
No, we never had an intervention.
I
Just
did.
passive aggressiveness.
It was just us, though. It wasn't 7 people. It was just me and him. We sat
yeah.
down. I told him I couldn't take it anymore.
An intervention of one.
Just of one.
And then you left.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much
That
it.
was it. I was into it.
Yeah, in a case like this, I don't think you're going to change her, right?
No, you're not. So, I mean, yeah, if everybody else is on board, then maybe it's an intervention she needs. And you just finally have to put your foot down and tell her, like, hey, you agreed to live with 6 other people.
Yeah.
It's not your way or the highway. There has to be compromise here.
There are just some people that should live alone. If you can afford it, just
Yeah.
live alone because you cannot live with other people. This
So-
might be one.
Yeah, maybe they can give her, like, okay, Mondays and Tuesdays, you can have your 10:30 and after quiet time, but the rest of the week, we get to be as loud as we want.
And
Right.
checking on her and not letting her live her life is crazy.
Get
That is
outta
insane.
here.
You got to create
Get
some
outta
boundaries.
here.
The Bert Show.